welcome back. It's Monday, November 14th. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Now, in the weekends, I don't know about you guys, but I sit here, I'm like, damn, I wish it was Monday so I can trade. Well, Monday came, and it wasn't that exciting at all. I did not do any trades today, nothing new. I said, I don't want to lose money today. Basically, everything I saw was losing money opportunities, and the market did open up negative slightly, went a little bit lower. You were thinking here, maybe it could flush down, but then it recovered. Another slight fake out here, thinking here all day, basically. Another one here, and then, if you took a chance here of getting puts, you got clapped. Later on, when I'm top here, it broke 400, and it looked like it was going to shoot to the moon, but it didn't. It actually sold off over 1% and closed negative 0.85% on the day. Did absolutely no trades today other than the ones we already had open. We already have puts open. Now, the puts that we have open is DIA puts, and it's more of an insurance bet to me at this point, more than anything else, primarily because I still want to play calls, but I do want to have leverage on the downside just in case something like this happens, and it can happen at any moment, and I don't want to buy into the pump. I want to sell the pump. Having it ahead of time as an insurance bet and just playing calls from here on, finding the right names to play. There are a few names that I like Netflix, for example, really strong opening and just continued to rise up throughout the day. Yes, it gave back some of it, but majority of it still held up 3%, even with the market pull down. But I didn't want to play it because it just didn't look so good looking at the S&P. Now, in this video, today I'm going to primarily focus on the economic calendar, the data that's been coming out, and what the expectations are. So today was pretty blah, nothing really coming out. The Fed's saying it's going to be a little bit higher than actual from the previous forecast, and they're saying that the 1 year is going to be relatively the same. The 5 years from now is the important one, I guess, right? What's the economy going to look like 5 years from now? Again, these are the Fed predictions. I don't know what they say expectations. They don't know jack shit. So what they're saying is going to be back to normal, that going into 2025, 2026, whatever, the economy is going to be back to normal. We're going to be flying high. Perfect. That's what they're saying. The market obviously doesn't care about this much because it didn't react to it. Didn't really do. You can reflect it on the timeline here. Taking a look at 11 o'clock when the news came out, it just really didn't do anything. What's important coming out, always remember economic data. The biggest ones are usually Wednesday and Thursday. Now, you do have some important data coming out on Wednesday throughout the day, but this is all before market open. So you want to be well positioned before you go into this. Retail sales, the excluded vehicles, all this stuff. It's not major, but again, there are predictions on here. If something does really, really bad, it could trigger the market to sell off. So keep that in mind as well. But I'm always focused on Thursday when the jobless claims come out, and these numbers here will definitely determine what's going to be happening. Moving forward to the portfolio, not much. Again, I didn't do any trades. Looking at the market, I was like, you know what? We have all our positions covered, and they're all losing on the positions that are covered, as in the contracts are worth more than we sold them for. So we have to buy these back. But we're not actually losing because the stock price is above our break evens that we went into it. So I still have all these open here. These all expire December 2nd. So we can have 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks to go, and these contracts will expire. Either we keep the shares or we lose the shares and make a ton of money on it. All these are above my break even and going into the future. Now, as you guys know, we're holding DIA puts, and it's an insurance bet for me. I didn't want to hold on to anything else, honestly. I thought with the previous video, if you guys watched it, I talked about this recycling of the money that's been pumped into safety, going back into tech, and today kind of disproved that theory, just not happening. Tech actually sold off, which caused the Dow to sell off as well, since it does weigh about 15% of tech into it. So obviously the NASDAQ got affected the most, S&P the second, and DIA just got the least amount of impact on that. So still, people are still flooding to safety stocks. When is that trend going to change? I'm not sure, but with more economic data coming out, if it's positive, people are going to flush out of safety, which means the Dow should be sensitive enough for a drop. So when we do have a red day, you will get a move like on the NASDAQ. It's not priced into the Dow's contract, the DIA contract. So there's a really good chance of profitability on those contracts. They have 2 weeks of time left. They're down. They're actually up today, slightly higher than closed on Friday, primarily because of theta. Again, the weekend theta ate big. So even this move down here, we're still below our break even on the play. But again, it's not down that much. We did have a chance to average down multiple times. I decided not to because why? I don't want to put more money into it. But that's the play, guys. I'm still holding on to it. I did absolutely nothing today. In the portfolio, it had a green day at one point. It went down a little bit. Not much change because everything's covered, so it's really tight unless the moves are bigger than necessary. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.